Good afternoon, Max Life, and welcome to this special edition this Saturday afternoon. And may I extend a very hearty welcome to all parents in our offices today, all the children out there, all our advisors, and all our employees who are joining us live this afternoon, whether in our offices or on our website, www.igenius.org. So welcome to this special edition. I have with me two special people, but before I introduce them, let me talk about the Young Authors Hunt. This is the first time Igenius is coming out with the Young Authors Hunt, and that fundamentally is a very unique program that celebrates, recognizes, and rewards your children's writing talent. The process aims to nurture the budding young authors of the country. Writing is the form of talent that has immense potential to give your children the confidence for life and wings to their dreams of becoming a celebrated author one day. And towards this end, we are privileged to have amongst us Mr. Ruskin Bond, an Indian author of British descent. Mr. Bond, welcome, sir.
Thank you.
And to introduce Mr. Bond, in 1992, he received the Sahitya Academy Award for his pioneering role in the growth of children's literature in India through his short story, Our Trees Still Grow in Dera, given by the Sahitya Academy, the Indian's National Academy of Literature. He was later awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 for his contribution to children's literature. Mr. Bond now lives in Missouri, which he's been for the last 50 years. Mr. Bond's love for books and writing came in early to him, since his father had surrounded him with books and encouraged him to write little descriptions about nature, and as he took his son on hikes on the hills. After his high school education, he spent 4 years in England and started his first novel, The Room on the Roof, which won the 1957 John Llewellyn Rhys Prize, awarded to a British Commonwealth writer under 30. Let me narrate some of his works that have been very popular all through the years. Some of these I have myself known as I grew up. His novel, The Flight of Pigeons, is about the episode during the Indian Rebellion of 1857, has been adapted into the Merchant Ivory film Junoon. The Room on the Roof has been adapted into a BBC-produced TV serial. Several short stories have been incorporated in schools' curriculums in India, and The Night Train at Deoli, Time Stops at Shamli, Our Trees Still Grow in Dera are some popular stories that some of us may have read. In 2007, the Bollywood director Vishal Bhardwaj made a film based on the popular novel for children, The Blue Umbrella. The movie won the National Award for Best Children's Film. So thank you so much for all the work, Mr. Bond, and thank you so much for being with us today. Let me also introduce, towards my extreme left, Sudeshna Shom Ghosh, who's been working in the publishing industry for the last 15 years as an editor. Her first love is reading and creating children's book. For 10 years she's been at Penguin, and she's worked as the head of Puffin, the children's imprint, and has now joined Rupa, where she's set up the Red Turtle, which is an exclusive children's and young author imprint. Red Turtle is being launched now with books by Mr. Bond, Derek O'Brien, Gulzar, and many other interesting authors. This of course includes Mr. Bond's new title, Tigers for Dinner, which is going to be launched later in February. So thank you so much for being us, and Sudeshna, over to you.
Thank you, Ashish. That was a very detailed and warm welcome. So, while I was hearing Mr. Bond's very impressive life story once more, what struck me was that you were a young author yourself. You published when you were 17.
That's right.
So, when did you know that you want to become a writer? Was there any one moment when it came to you?
When I was at school, I think I must have been in class 8 or 9, and I was a prolific reader. I was very fond of books, and I think it must have been after I read David Copperfield, Unabridged, the full novel, and that I sort of identified with the hero of the book, David, who runs away from home, and then he grows up and becomes a writer. So I decided to emulate him by running away from home first, and coming back a day later because I'd didn't have enough pocket money. So in my book, The Adventures of Rusty, Rusty stays away a little longer, but I didn't. Then I thought it would be a great thing to become a writer. And in those days, it was not a very popular choice.
Yeah.
Now I meet so many youngsters who want to write and become authors. But at that time, I think I was the only boy in my school who was really interested in writing. And this was going back to the around circa 1950. And so when I did tell my mother I want to be a writer, she thought I was joking, and even my school teachers were not too impressed. So it was something that you did. It wasn't fashionable, so I'm surprised and in a way very pleased to see that today it's something that young people want to do. So times have changed for the better. They don't always change for the better, but I think they are in this case. And if Max Igenius is encouraging young writers to come to the fore, well, that's a great thing. We should be around them.
Absolutely.